Hey, Eastview family. Happy Friday to you. Hope that this week has been a good one and that you've been able to sense that Jesus is moving in our lives and whatever you have going on. Just as a reminder, we're going through the book of John. We're currently in this Miracles series. I encourage you to go back to Sunday's sermon just to get a refresher. If you need some help with that, we will post the link below this Devo in the description area. But there is just always something that Jesus is up to. And he's always trying to draw us back to him as a source of life, as a source of love, as a source of light. In this case, as our source of healing. Go with me, if you wouldn't mind, to John 5 and verse 13. The man at the pool is asked, well, who healed you? And it says this in verse 13. Now the man who had been healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn from the crowd. But we go from verse 13, and then in verse 15, the man went away and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had healed him. And so he was searching for an answer, and Jesus found him and met him and reminded him of that. Now we hear that, and it kind of leaves us with two options that the religious leaders also had. And either when it comes to healing, we can believe that Jesus is the glorious healer, that he in fact is the answer to everything in our life. Or like these religious leaders, we can come to the conclusion that, you know what, he's really just like this wicked blasphemer. Because what we found after this is that this is the time that those people pivoted and wanted to plot to begin to kill and find a way to arrest and kill Jesus. So you and I are left with two options. Do we truly believe in the glorious healing of Jesus in our life, that he can make all things new? Or do we have some skepticism, and does that lead us down a path of just not believing in him? And that's super important for us. So I encourage you at this moment to look at Jesus's words that he offered to the person that he healed. It's in verse 14. He says, "See, you are well. Sin no more, that nothing worse may happen to you." Now there's something there for you, and there's something there for me, and there's this present tense kind of identity. You and I are healed. It's almost like you could hear Jesus saying, "See, you are well. I have made you new. I have made you whole. I am creating something new in you. See, you are well." And so we're healed. The big question is do we live like healed people? Do we live as though Jesus is the answer for our healing? Do we live in such a way that others understand that it was Jesus that transformed us? And do we leave it up to them to decide if Jesus is glorious or not? That's the question for us. I'm reminded of Hebrews 12, and just talking about this great cloud of witnesses around us. But the author of Hebrews says, look to Jesus as the founder and perfecter of your faith. Look to Jesus, not to anything else, but look to Jesus as the author of our faith. So the question is Jesus the answer to our healing? And this man in John 5 says, absolutely yes, he healed me. And so are you prepared today to give testimony to how Jesus has completely healed you? Guys, thanks so much. Have a great day.